Hey, okay. I hope I'm live. Okay, I think it's working. I did say I was going to get better at this, so I'm back. Okay, so if no one's watching, but in case someone watches this later, so my name's Lauren, as you can probably tell, and this is my April Thoughts live stream slash just me chatting about this month. I had a fun time doing this last time, and I need a break because right now it is finals. Well, technically, my light. Anyway, it is finals week coming up. Right now is a study day. We have another study day tomorrow. Don't ask why we have class on Monday and then 2 study days and then finals starting on Thursday because I didn't come up with this plan, and yeah, I can't speak for it in any way at all. But let's see. This is kind of funny. Anyways, it's been pretty hectic here at Temple University. I took 6 classes this semester, one of which was orchestra or is orchestra, but I still, it's still a class. There's still a grade. Our concert is actually our, official exam. And, I don't practice as much as I should practice or would like to practice. For one thing, my wrists, I have tendonitis and they do hurt when I use them a lot or even a little if I haven't used them enough. And also, I'm just gonna be honest, it's like not as much of a priority as I wish it was for like some of my academics. So that's coming up and I'm a little stressed about that. I'm probably gonna practice some violin after this video, to be honest, because it needs the work. But it will be fun. We're playing 4 pieces, a Bach, Victor Herbert, a Finzi, and then I don't remember who wrote this one. Maybe it's Villa-Lobos, maybe that's who wrote it. Anyways, 2 of them are like more classical, 2 of them are a little more like wonky with the rhythm, and I am excited about them. I'm just a little nervous. My parents are coming. I want them to be pleased. I mean, well, fingers crossed, and, just hope that the time comes. We're all just in the Zen mode, and we'll just like play our best stuff. Then I had a total of 3 presentations. That's a lot of presentations, one of which I had to get dressed up for. The other 2, it was more like free for all. Yeah, college is, you got to learn how to be a public speaker, or at least pretend that you can public speak. Oh God. Luckily right now I'm not really publicly speaking. I'm speaking to my computer. But yeah, it's just been like really tense, and I'm always tense, but I've been like extra geared up and tense like all the time. And then I was hoping I could sleep in this morning a little bit because I was like, last day of classes was yesterday, but psych. I actually had to meet my group for one of my classes because we're filming a project, our final project, which could have been either been a paper or like an open-ended like advocacy project. First of all, it was supposed to be individual, but me and my prospective group convinced my teacher to let us work together to film something because 2 of the students are acting students and I'm a film major. And we said it'd be a lot easier since we really had this vision if we could kind of work together. And then one of our other friends just like joined in. But now my teacher's expecting something amazing. He was like, "You're a brilliant team, so now the team has to be brilliant." So so we woke up, or I woke up early, and we had to get there. We started shooting at 9 a.m., which may not seem that early, but I woke up at 9 a.m. Yesterday, so had to be a little ahead of the game. And then one of the guys like slept through his alarm. So I was a little hectic, but it actually was a really beautiful day out this morning. It's still nice out right now, but like this morning was perfect. So it actually worked out pretty well, and I got my like daily active minutes by 11 a.m., which is great considering that I sometimes don't get or I really have to like go for it to get the active minutes on like a weekend or when I'm not walking around all my classes. So, it's a blessing in disguise, and I was awake, and I've kind of been doing stuff since then. It's like about 1:30 now, so you never know. Maybe if I had woken up, like slept late, I may not have been as productive. So, gotta look for the good stuff there. I still have 2 exams, like actual tests, and then in the future, both for my film classes. One of which I'm a little nervous about because uh, the study guide's very vague. I mean, I'm used to that from last semester and in high school, really, the vague study guides, but I was still hoping that it would be a little more detailed, but it's not. That stresses me out. You know, like I have a routine and I like studying things explicitly. And when you're just giving like the term and there's not even a glossary for me to look up the term, then I kind of have to compile my own definition. And while I am generally, sorry, pretty good about that, not always. So, you know, just gotta remain calm and try my best. That's all I can do. You know, it's all you can do. At the same time, though, I did do pretty well in the midterm, and that teacher is dropping the lower of the 2 grades. But of course, I'm still going to study for the final because that's how I am. And then my other final, that I'm not that concerned about, but that's not until next Tuesday, actually, about exactly this time next Tuesday. So I have plenty of time to study for that. So not at all concerned. Thank goodness. Yeah, I really can't believe how quickly the year wrapped up. This month has just been so busy. Every single weekend, I'd basically be doing something. So the first weekend was I'm wearing my DKA shirt, the DKA retreat. So we went to the Poconos for the weekend. Then I came back. There was the honors formal that weekend. Then the next weekend, last weekend, or 2 weekends ago, I guess. That was like Easter weekend, Passover. So I actually went home that weekend. And then this past weekend, I was just like freaking out. Okay, not really freaking out, but like we had like a wrap party and I was filming a video for my friend. And now, you know, this next weekend is like the middle of finals and I gotta start packing and I'm thirsty. Let's see if I can get water. Yeah, so it's just been like an awful lot of things happening over the weekend when I wish I could be decompressing, de-stressing. And I really have to pack and I'm trying not to think about it because I accumulated so much stuff, it feels like, since I've been here. And hopefully we can all pack it up and get it home. But yeah, it's really been like a non-stop month, like even more so. Yes, let's see, what else could I talk about in this video? It's kind of funny. Nobody's watching at this point. I wasn't really expecting anyone to watch. I'm just trying to get better at talking live in front of the camera because when I'm recording a normal video, if I like mess up or something, I can always just cut it out. I think the only video I like didn't really do any cutting run was like the one, like the coming out story one, because I just got in a zone. But generally, oh my god, generally I don't get in that zone with my videos. It's also kind of funny because like I film the videos like this and maybe people think that's my bed, but it's not my bed. That's my roommate's bed. This is just like the best spot for my computer to be and my desk faces this way. I'm right by the window. Oh, see this cute little man? I got this from DKA for getting a lot of points this semester. That just means I went to a lot of activities. Sorry, I just saw that like in the camera screen and I was like, oh, I'm totally lost my train of thought. I guess I'll talk about some movies I watched or things I watched this month that I thought were really cool. I finally got around to watching 8th Grade. It's on Amazon Prime. And it was cringy, like good cringy. Like it was one of those movies that, like, I think it was a worthwhile movie to be made. But oh my god, really, I don't even know if it really brought back stuff for me because I didn't have that kind of experience in 8th grade. But it definitely just, like, I really felt like awkward for her, like the awkwardness of the situation. I was like I almost wanted, I kept like pausing in the movie because I was like, oh my god. And then I was like, no, you gotta keep going, you gotta watch this movie. But wow, just wow. I recommend you watch it if you haven't. As I said, it's on Amazon Prime. I also watched Good Boys yesterday. Oh, I can flex on y'all. One sec, it's stuck. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so woo, free screening movie. We love that. It's not coming out until August. I was a little apprehensive about it, but I went with one of my acquaintances or friends, not acquaintances here at college, because he was like, "Oh, I like one of the actors," and yeah, so we checked that out. It was funny. It was definitely a little more like I don't know. I mean, it was R-rated, so I should have been expecting some jokes and stuff, but I was like, "Wow." But I had popcorn. It was buttery, and I was happy, and it was quite entertaining. So if you're old enough, check it out. Let's see. We also watched some really cool stuff in my film classes. We watched this one thing called Lines Vertical, which literally, I mean, it was what it sounds like. We like watched a line go across the screen, and all of a sudden it like broke into two lines, and then all of a sudden there were like lots of lines going across the screen. And at first I was bored, but then I was like, ooh, I'm like getting mesmerized by the lines and such. So I was like, really cool. And then we watched this thing called Neighbors, which was a really interesting mix of like stop motion and then just normal video. Honestly, like the coolest part of media. Oh my gosh, I must be like getting sick or something in my throat. Anyways, like the coolest part of media arts too for me, I think, is just getting exposed to all these different types of films that I really don't generally just like stumble across, I guess. You know, um, because I watch like narratives, some like narrative films for the most part. And this past year, me and one of my friends, we've really gotten into watching like documentaries. Like we watched this one on the Foxcatcher. We watched 13th. We just watched one. What was it called? We literally just watched it like Saturday night, and I am blanking on what it was called. Well, it was good though. Sometimes they're a little like sad. I mean, they're all seem to be kind of sad, to be honest, but maybe that's what makes them good. But anyways, I just love getting exposed to all these different types of films that I don't generally seek out myself because like there's so much potential out there as a creative, and that's the kind of thing that I really need like to be reminded of personally sometimes. And book wise, other than class books, I've been reading some Warriors books, like the Cat series, because new ones came in the mail for me from my mother. Bless. And they're amazing. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Also, continue to finish up The Death and Life of Great American Cities, which I may have talked about in the last video. I honestly don't remember. Jane Jacobs is quite the lady, and I wish I could be as spunky as her one day. That would be great. All right. So no one watched this whole live stream at all, but honestly, kind of relieved because I've been like coughing and hacking, and it let me be a little bit more confident because no one's watching. And now when people watch it later, maybe they'll be like, "Oh, that's sad," or maybe they just won't really care because it's a really random time on a Tuesday afternoon. But when in college, you really got to plan because my roommate's not here right now, and I don't really know when she's coming back. So I had to squeeze this in when I knew she was not here. All right, well, I hope when you watch this later, not live, that you kind of enjoyed this or something. I don't know. Write in the comments below if there's something you want to see me talk about in my next month's kind of thoughts video-esque. Hopefully these will just keep getting better, and eventually I do want people to be actually watching it live, so I can like get involved in the chat and stuff. So hope you have a fabulous day, and if you see this on Tuesday, the 30th, tomorrow I'm going to be uploading my final video, so get hyped for that. Bye! And woo!